Alrighty, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 28th of April, 2024, also known as React Day. As you know, every Sunday is a full day of reacting. That splits up my gameplay. Today was a fun one for sure. Let's talk a little bit about that. First of all, on today's Level 1 podcast, I talked in depth about my initial impressions of Another Crab's Treasure, the Souls-like game with a cutesy demeanor but quite challenging gameplay that I started yesterday. I also had a little bit of a news story about Evo Japan getting banned from Twitch, which was absolutely ludicrously stupid, among other things. So it was a fun podcast today. I hope you'll give it a look. And then we headed over to the DSP Reacts channel for my usual DSP versus the Internet live clip show, where channel members nominate clips from all over the internet for me to watch. It was a very good variety of stuff today. Just a few things that we saw involved things like DRM in games, knock off fast food chains, the idea of what GeForce Now is, and if I should possibly maybe try it out this year, because you can basically live stream games without actually needing a gaming PC, among many other things. Like, it's always a good variety of topics on that show. I had a good time. The audience had a good time. The topics were varied and fun. In fact, I would say it was on par with what we would usually do for a React show. But a very mysterious thing happened today. The support was ridiculously low. The entirety of the podcast plus the React show netted $10 in tips, $7 in super chats, and 1 membership. That was my entire first stream. Now listen, I'm not complaining. I've had a good week otherwise. And quite frankly, this is the first time ever that a React stream had done that poorly. I usually have decent React streams on the DSP Reacts channel. They're not always amazing, but they usually do okay. I was basically surprised. And it was weird because it wasn't like attendance was low. It wasn't like engagement was low. It pretty much went just like a normal React stream. I just have no idea. Maybe it was just a bad luck day. I don't know. I'm certainly not going to start panicking or anything like that. If things continue down that path, then maybe we will have to reevaluate the reacting channel. I hope not, because I like doing that show every single week. I like that I every once in a while get to do some variety. Like, for example, we just did the live review of the Fallout TV series. I'm planning on doing that more with more shows and things over the course of this year. Maybe even particular games should warrant being reviewed over there, right? Maybe I'll review like the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring or something like that. You know, could make sense to do. So I like the channel. I hope that it was just a one-off thing. Keep in mind, if you want to support the DSP Reacts efforts, you can become a member over there of either the submissions tier or higher, and then you get to nominate clips for next week's show. In fact, the threads are already live if you want to do that on the community tab of the page on the main channel. So please get to it. And if you like that content, please consider becoming a member. That would help a lot. Okay? Then tonight on the DSP Throwback channel, it was the continuation of my Retro React series on The Walking Dead Season 1 Telltale game. We had a good night. Basically, we finished up all of Episode 3, and we still had a little bit of extra time, so we spent the one more half hour playing through the first 3 parts of Episode 4. And man, let me just say this. There's not a lot of action in Episode 3, but dude, there is a lot of loss. That's all I'm going to say. If you're going to watch it and you don't want to be spoiled, because maybe you've never played the game yourself before, there's just a lot of depressing, dark stuff, a lot of lost people who you might have grown to like over the course of the game so far. It was pretty depressing, honestly. But a bunch of funny stuff, too, like silly choices that I just made on the fly that resulted in ridiculous outcomes I wasn't expecting, stuff like that. Good conversation with the chat, as always. I really enjoyed the throwback streams, and quite frankly, it did great. As for a night stream, you know, everything was good in regards to, you know, engagement, and also support was quite good too. You know, not amazing, but it was good for a night stream. So again, no complaints there. It went pretty good. And so that's what I mean. Like, I really scratched my head about the React show earlier in the day. It's not like anything was going wrong or anything. The night stream did good. So it maybe just was bad luck for one stream. I don't know. Anyway, well, what's now going to happen is those parts will now all upload. You know, 2 parts of the React show, as well as the first part of the Retro React to Walking Dead, will all go live tonight on the respective channels. If you become channel members on either the React channel or the Throwback channel, you have instant access to those archive streams, so you don't have to wait all week to watch the parts. You could just watch the archive stream if you would like. So consider becoming a member if you're interested in that. And I want to say thank you, because recently there have been a bunch of people who've been doing super chats on my channels, whether it's the Throwback channel or the Fallout 4 playthrough on DSP Gaming. There's been a significant amount of them, and I do appreciate that. So thank you to anyone who's supporting in that way after the fact as well. Okay? So overall, today, a fun full React day, but tomorrow we're back on track with full gameplay on DSP Gaming all day long. There'll be a fun level 1 podcast in the morning, and then we will swing into more Fallout 4, which I'm very excited for. So far, the playthrough's been interesting. An idiot savant melee run, very different from the runs that I would typically do in a Fallout game. I'm excited to continue on with this run and see how it goes. Everyone's giving me advice on what, perks and things to pick when I level up, which I appreciate, and I'm very excited for that. I hope you'll join me for that on the first stream. Tomorrow night's late stream is something different. It's Elden Ring, starting the Halig Tree. We're in the very first area of Halig Tree arrival, and I'm very curious to see how Elden Ring will do as a night stream. As a day stream, it's done fine for the last month or so, and 20 plus hours that I've been playing this as the second half. Remember, I started this playthrough last year and then kind of put it on hiatus, and now we resumed it this year to get this done before the DLC comes out in June. So Halig Tree is the hardest part of the game. It's very challenging, it's fun, it's unforgiving, but man, it's also rewarding. So I hope you will join me tomorrow night on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time for that. I am a little nervous because some games that have performed well as day streams, as I've taken them to night streams, haven't done well. Case in point, Helldivers 2 has done very well as daytime streams, and then last night I did it as a night stream, and it was dead for support and engagement, and I was like, wow, is this going to be a pattern with this game now because I moved the time slot? So I'm curious what will happen with Elden Ring. Hopefully that doesn't happen with Elden Ring, and we do have a good stream tomorrow night, okay? If you're curious, there will be more another Crab's Treasure and Street Fighter 6 on Tuesday, so that way you know what to expect because we all are alternating the days now, okay? All right, everyone, thank you so very much. Fun React Day today. I thank you all, for everyone who attended live. I hope you'll enjoy the content after the fact on demand, and I'll see you all in the morning. Peace out.